The Meritorious Service Medal is a military award presented to members of the United States Armed Forces who distinguished themselves by outstanding meritorious achievement or service to the United States subsequent to January 16, 1969. The DMSM was previously awarded as a decoration for achievement during peacetime. Effective September 11, 2001, this decoration may also be bestowed in lieu of the Bronze Star Medal for meritorious achievement in a designated combat theater. Normally, the acts or services rendered must be comparable to that required for the Legion of Merit, but in a duty of lesser, though considerable, responsibility. A higher award and decoration known as the Defense Meritorious Service Medal is intended for similar services performed under joint duty within the United States Department of Defense, to include the Joint Staff, the Unified Combatant Commands, and Joint Task Forces under their cognizance. In the U.S. Army and U.S. Air Force, recipients of the Meritorious Service Medal are typically field grade officers in pay grades 04 through 06. Senior Chief Warrant Officers in pay grades W3 through W5, and senior non-commissioned officers in both the Army and the Air Force. Award of the DMSM to company grade officers in pay grades 01 through 03, junior warrant officers, chief warrant officers in pay grades W1 and W2, and junior NCOs in pay grades E6 and below is rare and typically by exception. The U.S. Navy, U.S. Marine Corps and U.S. Coast Guard describe to a slightly different philosophy than the Army and the Air Force in awarding the DMSM, typically reserving it for senior Naval and Coast Guard officers in pay grades 05 and 06 and Marine Corps field grade officers in pay grades 05 and 06, with the first award of the DMSM typically occurring after completion of a successful commanding officer assignment at the 05 level. Award of the DMSM to USN, USMC and USCG officers in pay grade 04 and below, to include chief warrant officers and below, is typically by exception. Enlisted award of the DMSM in the Navy, Marine Corps and Coast Guard is likewise typically limited to pay grades E8 and E9, while award of the DMSM to pay grade E7 and below is very rare and by exception. In the Navy, Marine Corps or Coast Guard, the awarding authority for the DMSM must be either a flag officer or general officer holding the pay grade of 07 or above. It is most common for Navy and Coast Guard Master Chief Petty Officers and Marine Corps Master Gunnery Sergeants and Sergeant Majors to receive the DMSM as an end-of-tour award upon retirement. Foreign military personnel in the ranks of NATO OF5 and below and individuals who have displayed a level of service that warrants an award of such magnitude may also be eligible to be awarded the DMSM subject to approval by a U.S. flag officer or general officer. To receive this medal, the individual must exhibit exceptionally meritorious service at that level of responsibility. History: at the Tri-Department Awards Conference, there was a discussion on the need for a third meritorious award to provide appropriate recognition for non-combat achievement or service comparable to that of the Bronze Star Medal for combat achievement or service. It was felt that the Legion of Merit's prestige was slipping because it was being used with increasing frequency to reward service below the Legion of Merit's intended standard, but higher than that required for the commendation medals of the various military services. An ad hoc committee was formed by the Secretary of Defense to select a name. On November 8, 1968, the committee unanimously approved the name Meritorious Service Medal. President Lyndon B. Johnson established the Meritorious Service Medal per Executive Order 11448, dated January 16, 1969. The executive order was amended by President Ronald Reagan per Executive Order 12312. Dated July 2, 1981, to authorize award to members of the armed forces of friendly foreign nations. The medal was designed by Mr. J. Morris of the Institute of Heraldry, and the design was approved by the committee on March 20, 1969. The ribbon design purposely follows the colors used for the Legion of Merit to reflect the parallel between the two medals. The eagle, symbol of the United States, stands on laurel branches denoting achievement. The star is used to represent the military service, and the rays emanating therefrom denote the constant efforts of individuals to achieve through excellent and meritorious service. The Meritorious Service Medal is a bronze medal, 1.5 inches in diameter overall, consisting of 6 rays issuant from the upper 3 points of a 5-pointed star with beveled edges and containing 2 smaller stars defined by incised outlines. In front of the lower part of the star an eagle with wings upraised standing upon 2 upward curving branches of laurel tied with a ribbon between the feet of the eagle. The reverse has the encircled inscriptions United States of America, and Meritorious Service. The suspension ribbon is 1 3/8 inches wide and consists of the following stripes: 1/8 inch crimson 67,112, 1/4 inch white 67101, center 5/8 inch crimson, 1/4 inch white, and 1/8 inch crimson. Additional awards of the Meritorious Service Medal are denoted by bronze oak leaf clusters in the U.S. Army and U.S. Air Force and gold 5/16 inch stars in the U.S. Navy, U.S. Marine Corps and U.S. Coast Guard. These devices are also authorized for wear on the suspension and service ribbon of the medal. In certain instances, the U.S. Coast Guard also authorizes an operational distinguishing device for the medal. See also: Meritorious Civilian Service Award, a comparable award given to civilian employees of the United States Departments of Defense and its agencies. References. External links: U.S. Army Institute of Heraldry, Meritorious Service Medal.